Hey guys, it's Tracy coming to you with my week 5 post DS surgical update. Yeah, my brain's not working. Uh, just to run through my notes real quick, I had DS surgery, duodenal switch surgery on January 24th, 2017 at Centara, Northern Virginia Medical Center with Dr. Rizvani from Blue Point Medical Associates. My high weight on January 10th was 314 pounds. My surgery weight was 297.4. My weight when I came to you last week was 275.1, and my weight as of this morning is 271.4. I did do my I did do my measurements on Saturday, which was one day past my 1 month post-op, but I can say they went down, but I have not added up how much they went down, so hopefully I'll have that for you next week. Let's see. I go back to work today. It's actually like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have to leave in about an hour to go to work. I spent my morning over at Hair Cuttery, and I am in love with my new hair color. Although I'm going to have to do something because I've been laying on it and now it's all funky. But yeah, so I spent my morning being pampered a little bit. It feels much better and looks much better because it was kind of all over the place before. I'm a little nervous because, I tried to go back at 2 weeks and that went very poorly. So I'm not afraid that things today are going to go like that did. Sorry. More I am afraid of kind of the reception I'm going to get from, the powers that be. I don't actually know what my husband said to my boss when he went in, but I don't think he was I think he made it clear that he wasn't very happy with how I had been treated at least with regard to my surgery. So we'll see how things go today. I'm just so incredibly happy to be going back to work, to being back among people. The first probably 2.5 weeks that I was off work, I didn't mind. I was so tired all the time. All I wanted to do was sleep. All I wanted to do was just heal. And so I didn't care about not being around people, but I really am a people person. And I miss talking to my people, whether they're the people I work with or the customers that I serve at the library. So I'm really happy to be going back. And to just being there and feeling like I've got that part of my life back. I went to the doctor, my sleep doctor yesterday, and now I don't think I've mentioned it before. I've had nothing but trouble with my CPAP since surgery. I took the CPAP as required to the hospital, and they set it up basically to the right of my bed on this little table, not rolling table, just a table. It was also attached to the oxygen because they wanted me to be getting extra oxygen right there directly post-op. Well, then, they had me get out of bed and move over to sit in the chair that, sits up, reclines. And they really didn't want me back in bed. Well, my CPAP now didn't reach me. And so, all the time, about 3/4 of the time I spent sleeping at the hospital, I didn't have my CPAP on. So I didn't realize till I got home that, excuse me, I didn't realize till I got home that I was having trouble with the CPAP making me nauseous. And for about the first week after I got home, every single time I tried to wear it, I would get nauseated. And, you're dealing with enough in that first week. Being nauseated is not something you need. And so I stopped wearing it. I gave it a few days, tried it again about 3 or 4 days after that, and it seemed to have let up, and it was okay. But I was still only able to wear it for like an hour or two at a time without it giving me a headache. And talking with my sleep doctor yesterday, we figured out that what it was is that the mask was slipping. I had a full mask, and it was slipping, and in order to try, or leaking air, out various spots, like up into my eye, which is very uncomfortable. Um, I would I was tightening it down to try and stop that, and it wasn't working. Well, then got the auto call saying, "Would you like a new mask?" Yes, yes. Maybe that's what the problem. The seal's not good on this one because it's more than 3 months old. Let's get a new one. And so I get the new mask in. Same problem. Didn't matter. Um, so I probably should have called my sleep doctor at that point, but I was like, oh my, I've got an appointment in just over a week. A couple weeks, it'll be fine. I'll just manage. But basically, between then and prior to the appointment yesterday, I didn't hardly wear my CPAP, use my CPAP at all, which is a detriment to my sleep still. And so I went in to see her yesterday, and she's like, okay, we need to get a different mask for you, and then we'll see where you're at. And if you have trouble, please call this time. So yes, I'll call. And so I went in to see the tech, and the tech's looking at my sleep study, and she's like, why did they put you in a full face mask in the first place? And I said, oh, that would be because I didn't want the one that goes under your nose because it freaked me out during the sleep study. She's like, well, that's the best one for you. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And so I got the new, fits under here and goes around the back of your head and over the top with the little tube, and you look like a creature from Star Trek. But I used it last night, and I know I took it off twice. I remember putting it back on. I have no idea why I was taking it off. I'm not quite sure what half asleep thought process led to that. But regardless, so hopefully that'll be better, and I'll begin to get some more substantial sleep. That is the last thing I had on my notes. But I'm still not exercising like I should. Going back to work means I will definitely be walking around more. I'm thankful I don't have a job where I'm on my feet all the time, because anytime I have to stand up for a length of time, like last night I made dinner for the first time, mostly because my husband wasn't home, so he wasn't here to make me go away. And I was like, wow, I was on my feet, for like 30 minutes straight, and it's a good thing that I don't have to do that at work, because I've really got to get out there and get moving. For the most part, the weather's cooperating. I can't use that as an excuse. There's not an excuse. It's just I'm not doing it. And I need to start doing it. I have a couple friends, one of which I found out she had weight loss surgery a couple years ago. And she's really looking for somebody to walk with. And so, I need to try and meet up with her a couple days a week, because that would be something, the two of us could do that would be good for both of us. So we'll see. But I know I need to, not just to help with weight loss. My weight loss is going just fine. Oh, I forgot to say, since surgery, I've lost 26 pounds. Since my high in January, I've lost 42.6 pounds. So my weight loss is going just fine. But I'm in the honeymoon period, and without exercise, it's not going to continue to go just fine over the long term. And since my goal is for it to go fine over the long term, I want this to work in the long term, I've really got to start making the effort. I am still on the soft, mushy foods. I believe it's going to be through next Tuesday at least. That's 6 weeks out. That it's either next Tuesday, which is 6 weeks, or the following Friday, which is 45 days. Can't remember how my dietitian does it, but I meet with them next week, and then I'll be on quote-unquote regular food, which makes me nervous because, soft food is soft food. It's, easier, and it's not that hard to make it flavorful and nice. And so we will see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see what my doctor says next week, because it is the first time that he's really going to look at my weight and what percentage I've lost. But talking to the tech last time I was in for a follow-up on my drain, which is healing perfectly fine now, she said that I was doing really good losing, the percentage. I haven't looked at what percentage of my excess weight that 42 pounds is, but I consider it pretty good. And so, but that's where I'm at this week. And so I will be back with you guys in a week, and we will see where I'm at, and I'll let you know how work has gone. I hope y'all are having a great week. I hope that winter is easing off for everybody, and for the people out west, that maybe it's getting a little bit drier, a little bit warmer, a little less snowy and rainy. For us out here, we actually probably could use a little bit of rain because it hasn't hardly rained or snowed this winter at all, but it's nothing compared to what California or Texas deal with when it comes to droughts, despite the fact that they panic about it here. They panic about anything weather related about here. So anyhow, y'all take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye now.